Before I get started with this video, I want to give you guys a huge announcement. We have our first channel sponsor. Before I tell you who the channel sponsor is, I just want to clarify one thing. When it comes to sponsoring products, I sponsor stuff that I truly believe in and things that I am actually going to use. I'm not just going to spit something out for you guys as an advertisement just because someone offered me a product or money or something like that. That's not who I am. I will only promote things on this channel that I believe in and that I would actually use and that I would want you guys to use. I want to be as transparent as possible with you guys. As you can see from my videos, I don't hide anything. And if I am wanting to hide something, that's something I shouldn't be doing in the first place. So I am completely honest with you guys. Without further ado, the first sponsor to sponsor Cole the Cornstar is Champion Seed. Okay, we're here with Brandon from Champion Seed. He was browsing on YouTube and he found my beautiful face, so he decided, hey, I think we can do some stuff with him. So he's bringing down 2 different hybrids for us to try out. We're going to see how they do. We're gonna plant a few acres of it, and then you guys are gonna witness the journey from the time it's a seed being delivered right now to the time we sell it. So you're gonna see it through all its growth cycles, and then once we pick it, then he's gonna come down in the fall for a yield check.
So Champion Seed's a family-owned independent seed company. So we service all of Iowa, the surrounding states to varying degrees. So we have broad access to international germplasm and genetics, and then we can focus that to the Iowa farmers and the surrounding states that we service.
Okay, these are the 2 different hybrids that we're gonna be planting. We'll let Brandon talk about them because he's a lot smarter than I am.
So the first one we brought down is 61A19. It's a double pro. It's a 111-day hybrid that's brand new this year. We had some plot results last year and some sporadic limited availability, but this is going to be its first year planted commercially across the state. It's extremely popular, especially in our kind of central Iowa to southern Iowa regions. It just has a lot of stable agronomics and high yield potential, and a lot of farmers are really drawn to it.
So, am I going to get 300 bushel corn out of this?
I think it's a strong possibility.
That'd be cool.
So this is 58A18. This one has a little bit of a longer history with us. It came out first in 2017 for some limited plots, and then planted full scale here last year. And we saw a lot of consistency from 2017 when it was too dry to 2018 when it was too wet. Some top end yield, plus some really solid standability. Great plant health from this hybrid. So I'm expecting to see some really good things, and glad to get it in Cole's hands here this year.
Okay, Brandon, you said this was 111-day corn. So for all you non-farmers, you're probably wondering what that means. Brandon's going to explain it.
So maturity in corn is essentially talking about how long it takes to go from germination in the ground all the way to when we can harvest the grain off the ear in the fall. Different regions throughout the country will need different maturities. Down south, where they get more sunlight and have a longer growing season, they can have hybrids that take longer to mature and until they're ready to harvest. Whereas as we move further north, we need a shorter maturity hybrid for a shorter growing season.
One thing about growing corn is I could plant this same exact bag in one field and go right across the road the next day, plant the same thing, and I could get a 15 bushel an acre difference. With that being said, we are going to benchmark how the Champion Seed does versus the other stuff we ordered. We'll be doing what that yields and what this yields in comparable fields. Since we're going to be planting the Champion Seed in the same field as we're going to be planting something else, it should give us basically an identical day that it's planted and similar ground, similar growing conditions, that kind of thing. So we're going to try to be as apples to apples as possible. And I know the Champion Seed wants to be the best, but I'm going to be fully transparent with you guys. If that yields 40 bushels an acre less, I'm going to be honest about it. If this yields 40 bushels an acre less, I'm going to be honest about that too. I want you guys to see what actually goes on here, and I'm an honest man, and I want you guys to know this is all going to be very transparent. Do you have any questions for me, Brandon?
I do not.
He's lying. When he got here, asked me how I look so good. How many acres will one bag cover?
It varies a little bit based on how many seeds you're planting per acre. 34,000 is kind of an average for this geography. And at that, this will plant about 2.3, 2.35 acres per bag.
An acre, for those of you who don't know, is about the size of a football field. So between these two bags here, we're looking at about 4.5 football fields. We've got a lot of football fields back here. The more football fields, the better. For those of you who don't know, if you have a sheet of plywood you want to carry, this is the best way to do it. These bags are 48 pounds a bag. Now he's trying to outdo me, so we're gonna do 4. Trying to outdo the Cornstar. Yeah, I can speak. Right now we're taking Brandon over to the farm where we're going to be planting the seed. It's our biggest field and it's going to be right by the road for everyone to see, so it better hold up to its name or else we're going to have neighbors making fun of us. Hopefully Dad plants straight because he has a history, we'll say that, with well, waviness. This is the field we're going to be planting these champion numbers in. This farm is 320 acres. It goes the whole mile long and it's a half mile wide. This is our biggest farm. We call it Kristen and Rusty's. This farm on the front half has an average CSR of 92. CSR stands for Corn Suitability Rating. It's on a scale of 0 to 100, 100 being the best and 0 being the worst. In this area, a lot of the ground is between 80 and mid to upper 90s. The best farm we own is 99 CSR and the worst farm we own is 82 CSR.